Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. My name is Mate Wazan, and today we will be covering money mindset. And the reason that I'm covering this is that there's a lot of people who are stuck when it comes to money. And some people are actually wondering why they always or why they don't always have money, or why they're always broke, or why is it that they never seem to keep money. It was, how I know that before I used to say that every time I get paid, it actually just kind of just brush off on my hand, and again it flies away, just because I would kind of hold on to it very quickly, and then very quickly, as it comes, it goes towards paying my bills and all that stuff. So, with that said, we shall get started. So, money mindset. I forgot to mention. So, this is going to be a two-part video on mindset about money. So, this is the part one, as you can see. So, what are your beliefs about money? Growing up, you may have, these are things you may have heard before. So some of these may look familiar to you, and some of these may even be something that you constantly find yourself saying. So do you ever find yourself saying money is the root of all evil, or did you grow up hearing people around you say that? Or maybe that money is hard to earn? Because I remember growing up, when you ask for money a lot, all the time, the your parents would tell you, like for me in my case it was my grandma, like every time I would ask for money, she would always tell me how my dad works so hard to make the money, so it's not that easy to make money, so I shouldn't be asking for money all the time. Well, it's not that I ever got it anyways. I would just ask for money, but I never really, it's very rare that they ever gave me money for whenever I asked. Another thing here is it's greedy to want to earn or want to have a lot of money. That may be something that's all too familiar to you. Or how about this? Money isn't everything. Well, it might not be everything, but it sure is a lot of things. It sure does a lot of good, right? Another thing here is money can't buy happiness. I don't know if you agree with that, but there's just so many things that when you spend money on, it makes you happy. It's not necessarily something that you spend on yourself, but if you use money, for example, to buy something for someone, and you've made that someone very happy, don't you feel good when you've made someone else happy? So I don't, like, for me personally, I don't necessarily agree with that belief that money can't buy happiness. It depends on how you use it, of course, and a whole lot of other beliefs. So the negative beliefs you have about money will lead you to repelling money. So what are your beliefs about money? You might want to ask yourself that before we continue. You might want to pause this and, just ask yourself, what do you believe about money? Because it's your beliefs that basically return to you. So it's based on your belief that you get back what you are currently getting. So here's a quote from Bob Proctor. He says, money goes where it's invited and stays where it's welcome. So think about it. How do you feel about money? How do you talk about money? Do you talk about money in a way that if it's a person, it would actually feel invited in your life? Do you talk positively about money? Do you view money as something that's positive? Do you view money as something that's good? Or do you view it negatively? Do you view it as something that, that's a source of bad things happening? Do you view it as something that, whenever it's in your life, bad things happen, or you just don't view it in a very positive way. So here, when Bob Proctor says that money goes where it's invited and stays where it's welcome. So you might wanna, kind of shift that mindset a little bit, and notice how you respond to money. Notice how you feel about money. Notice how you talk about money. And here's another thing that was told to Bob Proctor when he was just starting out. When this was way back when, when he was just a fireman, and he was broke, and he was making, this was like in the 60s, well, actually before the 60s even. So this was in his younger years when he was 26. He was making $4,000 a year and owing 6,000, right? So this is something that was told to him. Be careful what you say about money, because money listens. So remember what I had said earlier, right? So how do you talk about money? So how you talk about money, you might want to be careful, because as we're learning today, money listens. And this may or may not be something that you believe, but at the same time, just play along with it. I mean, nothing, you're not really going to lose anything if you believe that money listens. So you just want to be careful and watch yourself. Notice how you talk about it. Notice how you feel about it, right? And if you're talking negatively about it, or if you're feeling negatively about it, that's a shift that you might want to make. So what is your relationship with money? Do you love it? As in, do you really appreciate having it? Or do you hate it? Do you feel like whenever you have it, bad things happen? Or do you feel like when you have it, maybe you feel like, people are not gonna love you for who you are just because you have money? Or, any other negative emotions you may associate with having money? Do you hoard it? Do you like hold on to it and not really share it? Do you want to just keep it all to yourself? Or you simply just don't care about it? You get it, you spend it as if there's no limit to it. Do you just splurge? Do you spend it in a very unwise way? Do you deny having it? So do you constantly find yourself saying, I don't have any money? Like, even if you have it, and then you just want to say that I don't have any money, right? Or are you actually grateful for it? Do you feel that sincere gratitude that you have money, money in your bank, money in your pocket, money in your wallet, money in your life? So you want to speak your world into existence. You may have heard this before. What we focus on expands. So do you really want to keep saying, I don't have any money? Is that the reality you want to see in your world? Is that the reality you want to speak into existence? So you want to just cross that off and catch yourself when you say that. And I would recommend an affirmation that you want to repeat daily and multiple times daily. When you catch yourself saying, I don't have any money, scratch that and replace it with this. I always have plenty of money to do whatever I want to do. And when you say that, I suggest that you actually really mean it and really feel it. Like, how would you feel if you actually have plenty of money to do whatever you want to do? Always. How would you feel? And then, when you have an answer to that, really feel that emotion of actually having, actually always having plenty of money to do whatever you want to do. And hold on to that emotion as you say this. As you say, I always have plenty of money to do whatever I want to do. And just be grateful. So you want to affirm that daily. So, like I said, again, catch yourself when you are starting to speak negatively about money, or when you're starting to feel negatively when it comes to money. So you may, for example, may be looking at your bank account and you're seeing that there's just, there just isn't enough. There's never enough. So just scratch that, replace that with, I always have plenty of money to do whatever I want to do. And again, feel the feeling as if you already have plenty of money to do whatever you want to do. Because you can say this affirmation over and over, but if it doesn't really mean anything to you, if you don't really feel it, it doesn't really do anything. It will not do anything for you. It's kind of like, it's kind of like repeatedly saying I love you to someone when you don't really love them, you know or saying something that you don't really mean. So I mean, things respond, like the things around us respond to, respond to our vibration, and the vibration is the feelings that we put out there, right? So when you say this again, have that grateful feeling, have that gratitude deep inside of you for always having plenty of money to do whatever you want to do. So that's the end of my slides, and that's the end of part 1 of this video. So stay tuned for part 2. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you find value in today's video, and if you do, please feel free to subscribe, share, or give me a thumbs up. And leave me a comment below if there's any questions or if there's anything you want to add that I may have missed. And say hello to my little gift there. Today is my birthday, and that's the birthday present I got. I hope to see you next time. Hope you have a very awesome day. Bye for now.